Will Chelsea lift the Carabao Cup for the first time since March 2015, or will Liverpool keep the trophy in the north of England? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the Carabao Cup final that will be taking place tomorrow afternoon at Wembley Stadium between Chelsea and Liverpool, with kickoff at 4:30 p.m. UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I'll run you through the Chelsea team news. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news that I shall be giving you guys very shortly. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys a score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So we shall begin this preview by taking a look at the team news that concerns the Chelsea first team. And in this preview, I have one piece of information for you guys, and it concerns Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Hakim Ziyech and Mateo Kovacic. And obviously Ben Chilwell will be out for the rest of the season, and in all honesty I didn't really need to add this in my notes, but yes, Ben Chilwell will be absent as he is out for the rest of the season. Reece James, however, is fit and available for tomorrow's match in terms of selection, and that is absolutely fantastic news because we've been using a vast array of formations since he got injured some time ago now. But yes, Reece James is available, and that is absolutely fantastic news. And the final part of this story explains that both Hakim Ziyech and Mateo Kovacic are available for tomorrow's Carabao Cup final after going off against Lille in the Champions League on Tuesday. And that's great because they are two players who have been, both of them have been really good recently, and I think we'll need them against Liverpool tomorrow afternoon. So it's absolutely brilliant that they're both going to be available. But yes, that is it for the Chelsea team news. We shall now move on to my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. Let's get into it. So we shall now get into my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. And yes, we're going to kick things off by talking about my formation of choice. And in this lineup, or for this lineup, I've chosen to go with 3-4-3/3-4-2-1 because we have used it twice against Liverpool this season and it has worked really well. In all honesty, we should have won both of the Premier League meetings this season, and I think that if we use this formation and use a similar set of players that was fielded in the last Premier League game in particular, then we can cause them problems and potentially win. So that's why I've gone with this formation. And in terms of the personnel that I've chosen, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal. My back three, sorry for my voice, I've just woken up. Anyways, I digress. Edouard Mendy in goal. My back three is comprised of Trevor Chalobah in the right centre back position. For me, I think if we're going to play a back three, and if we're going to do so with Reece James coming back, I think that Trevor Chalobah does deserve a spot because it has been a while since he's played, and that is due to the fact that he's only recently just come back from injury. So I do think that he should play, and we all know what qualities he possesses because he has been brilliant for us this season. So that's why I've gone with him in this position. In the centre of my back three, I've gone with Thiago Silva. He's been absolutely immense recently. He bossed it against Lille, and he has been bossing it recently, so there's no reason for him to not play. And in the left centre back position, I have gone with Antonio Rudiger, and again, same story with him. He's been bossing it recently. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been chipping in offensively as well as defensively, and I think that against Liverpool, we're going to need someone in this position who can drive with the ball, and Antonio Rudiger is definitely someone who can do it. He He's been doing it a lot recently. He's been doing it a lot more this season. So that's why I've gone with him in the left centre back position, and that of course completes my back three. We move into the midfield four, and of course I'm including my two wing backs. And yes, I've chosen to go with Cesar Azpilicueta as my right wing back, and the reason why I've done so is because yes, Reece James can play in this position, but putting him in this position immediately after returning from such a key injury is not a good idea. And that's why I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta in this position. And on top of that, I've chosen to go with him in this position because I've put Trevor Chalobah behind him. So it makes sense. But yes, that's why I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta in the right wing back position. In terms of my two central midfielders, I've gone with N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. And the reason why I've done this is because against Liverpool in the 2-2 draw last month, they absolutely bossed the midfield, and they were arguably the two best players on the pitch. Mateo Kovacic was definitely the best player on the pitch, but N'Golo Kante also had a great performance in that game, so why not start them together again? And on top of that, we all know that Liverpool's midfield is all about their work rate, and you'd struggle to find a pair of midfielders who work harder than N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. Um, So that's why I've gone with them in my midfield. And now to complete my midfield four, I've gone with Marcos Alonso in the left wing back position. And yes, you guys are probably going to wonder why I've done so, given that Mo Salah is almost certainly going to start down their right hand side. But we all know what Marcos Alonso can do on his good days. Yes, sometimes he does get caught out, but offensively, he is really good, and I think that the fact that he is really good at getting up the pitch can help us pin their fullbacks, because a lot of their creativity does come from their fullbacks. So that's why I've gone with Marcos Alonso in the left wing back position. And on top of that, we all know how good he is at putting the ball in the box and taking shots from distance. So that's why I've gone with him in this position. Now, in terms of my front three, I've gone with Hakim Ziyech in the right forward position. Yes, it's not his best position, and he is a lot better in back four. But I've gone with him because he definitely deserves to play. He had a great game against Lille on Tuesday. Didn't score, but he put some great balls in. He got an assist. He was the one who put the ball in from the corner spot for Kai Havertz's goal, so he deserves to play. And I think that we will need someone who can attract attention from defenders, um, create space, and put the ball in from wide positions with the foot that is opposite to the flank that he's playing on, if that made any sort of sense. But yes, for me, Hakim Ziyech definitely deserves to play because he has been our most consistent player of recent. Up front, I've actually decided to go with Kai Havertz and not Romelu Lukaku or Timo Werner. Having said that, though, I can understand if Thomas Tuchel goes with Timo Werner because Liverpool do like to play with a high line, and Timo Werner is someone with a lot of pace, and that the same can be said about Kai Havertz. So if Thomas Tuchel goes with either of them, I'd completely understand. But if Thomas Tuchel also decides to go with Romelu Lukaku, I also completely understand because Liverpool do have physical centre backs in Joel Matip and obviously Virgil van Dijk. So whatever Thomas Tuchel goes with, I'd be happy with. It's just up to them to perform. But yes, I've gone with Kai Havertz up front because he had a really good game against Lille, and he got the goal, and he was definitely one of the best players on the pitch. So that's why I've gone with him up front. And now to complete my lineup, I've gone with Christian Pulisic in the left wing position, or the left forward position, shall I say, because we all know that he is very good at creating space by attracting defenders and disturbing defences. We all know he is very good at dribbling. Yes, he does get injured a lot and he hasn't been playing in his best position, but against Lille, we saw him at his best. We saw him do all of those things. We saw him get a goal. And against Liverpool, if he's playing in this position, he can cause them problems. So that's why I've gone with him in this position, and that completes my lineup. Please, guys, do feel free to drop your lineups in the comment section below. And as always, I will do my very best to respond. But here's a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the personnel that I've chosen for my lineup. We shall now move on to my score prediction. Let's do it. Now, there's a bit of a twist because normally I'd give you guys a score prediction, but because this is a cup final, I am not going to do so. What I will say though is that we need to turn up, we need to um, be on the front foot. Sorry, we need to be on the front foot. We need to be on the front foot. There we go, showing my nerves there from the get go, because this Liverpool team is no joke. I mean, in their last game, they beat Leeds United by 6 goals to nil. And with the way Leeds United like to play, that is never an easy thing to do. So we have to take them seriously. And the very fact that they beat Leeds United 6-0 is just one of the reasons as to why we need to do so. I mean, on any day, we should be taking Liverpool seriously, to be honest. But hopefully, we turn up. Hopefully, we get the job done. It's been almost 7 years to the day since we won this competition. And we were actually the last team in the south of England to win it. So hopefully, we can um, take the trophy away from the north and bring it back to the south. And hopefully, we can win our sixth Carabao Cup or League Cup, whichever one you want to call it. But yes, no score prediction. But do feel free to drop your score predictions in the comment section below. I'll do my very best to respond. As always, that is it for this preview. I'll see you all very soon, where hopefully we lift the Carabao Cup and taste another trophy. But I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. Get the job done against the Reds. And peace. Come on, Chelsea.